Okay, so for the next tutorial, there is how to create a card, right, into the Laravel. Okay, so we can create a function add to cart, allow the user after log into the Laravel system. Right. So for the first, we need to create a card, right? The model for the card, right? The model for my order there is a later lah, right? Before you make payment. Okay, so you need to create a route in the product details. After that, create a new controller, right, to allow the data, the card information insert into the card database. Right. After that, you need to create the view of the card. Okay. So it's very simple. Okay, so you create the model, the new model, by using the PHP artisans model minecart with the -m, right? So after you apply the command, right, you will create a new migration file. Okay, so inside the migration file, we will set about the detail based on our ERD, right? Order ID, user ID, quantity, there's an integer, and product ID is a string. Okay, so after you create the model, right, you migrate, you migrate the table. Okay, migrate the table. Okay, and after that you need to create a new controller lah, right? Inside a controller, right? Create sorry, it's product controller. You need to create the new controller. Okay. Okay. So before that, of course, you need to create the route. Okay. So inside the route, you need a two route. One is add to cart. Right. So we will create the new route for post. Right. After you click the button add to cart. Right. So the product ID and the quantity will add to the database through the cart controller and the function is add. Okay. And the other one there is after you add the cart, you need to view your cart. Okay. Also apply inside the cart controller with the function there is a show lah. Right? So we need two route. One is you add the cart, and the other one there's a view your cart. Okay. Right. So after that, in your product details, remember the product details. Right? You need to create a route. Okay, you need to create the route. So the route is here, right? The route add to cart, So inside product detail. So in your product detail, okay, you need the action at the route. Of course, you need to check your button name. You change to the add to cart. Right? You need to change the add to cart, and the ID. You need to add the ID, right? The hidden ID. Of course, the name for the quantity, right? The quantity for the name, very important for the input name. Very important for the input name. Right. So after that, we will customize about the controller, controller. Right. So in the controller, oh sorry, the model first. Right. So in your model, you need to again, right? You need to set the protected variable. Order ID, user ID, quantity, and product ID are the four, right? And of course the relationship, with the with the other model category, right? So one category, product category, a product, and the user, right? So after that, we will customize the card controller, right? Card controller, right? So in the card controller, we need to use DB, product, user, application, and one more authenticate and the session. Right? There is a require library. So after that, we only allow the user log in after you can add the card. So we need define the construction, right? Got for based on the order ticket, right? So only the login the user can add the card to the shopping cart. Right? So after that, we add the we create the card first, right? Add function, right? We need the add function first, right? So add function, we will receive all the data from the product detail, and after that we create the data lah, okay? So we will insert the quantity, very important, product ID, and of course we need to record who are at the cart items. Okay, only the user ID we will left it blank, or no value. Okay, after we make the payment, we will update back to the order ID. Okay, of course, we will add the flash uh, title or header after we insert successfully, and after that we redirect to the minecart lah. Right, minecart is here, right? The new interface, right? So how to create the minecart? Very simple. Okay, we will we will copy a file. We will copy a file, show product, right? We copy the file show product into the new view, right? Show black.php, right? Copy and paste, right? Right? And after that, we'll modify the content, right? We have the ID, image, name, quantity, action, okay? Compare to the show product, right? Compare to the show product, right? We have the email, quantity, price, no, right? We just insert the ID, image, name, quantity, unit price, and action, right? So for the rest, only image, ID, card name, quantity, and price, right? Category, we can skip the category, okay? And we maintain the edit, and later on we may create the edit functions, okay? And keep the delete, right? Delete function, right? Keep the delete function, okay? So after done, okay, our concept is after we add the card, we can view our card, okay? So we can run. Of course, we need to check our database. Okay, is whole product. Whole product. Okay. So we log in first. Okay. Okay, whole product. So we will go to the product. So products. Okay. Okay. So for example, we want to view the product quantity. There's a 3. Okay. So after that, we add to cart. Okay. So it will apply over here lah. Right? Quantity is a 3. Just add to the cart. Right? And the user is mine. So I can view about my database. Okay. My card. Right. So we show ID, user is mine, okay, quantity and product ID. Right? The ID, right? And the create the update, right? So that's all.